Well, I thought somebody might come in. Got a beautiful overnight thunderstorm with thunder, lightning, good rain. Finally came in. Got some awesome lightning going on. Uh, Hi. Just sitting out on my porch with a nice rainstorm going on. Thought I'd go live and just share it. So for the not really sure what you meant by that. Hi, gloomy Riri. Just a few minutes ago, it was coming down really good and hard. Just hanging out on the porch, watching the storm. Yeah, I wish it would rain more here in Oklahoma City. This time last year, the pond in my backyard was overflowing. It was full, it had its positives and negatives, but I love to see the pond up and not down. Hi, Arlene. Good to see you. Think this might be the first time I've ever been live, and I've seen you in one of my lives. Cheese 400, how you doing? Just enjoying this wonderful storm that's coming through southeast Oklahoma City. Oh, I love rain too. My yard and everything else is going to like it. Wish it didn't have that security light out in the yard at this moment, but it provides, you know, good light for showing everything too. Now the rain keeps tapering. It goes from heavy to heavy to light. Kind of changing the way it is. Hi Alexis Cook. How are you doing? Yeah, I finally decided I thought I'd get out of the house for a little bit. Went out, had a couple beers, came home, storm's going, so I thought, what the hell. I never get out anymore. Other than going to concerts. Uh-oh. Storm is tapering off. Gloomy it really is. If I could sleep on the porch and not worry about it, not worry about waking up soaking wet, yeah. I just sleep on the porch when we had these rainstorms like this. Oh, it's building back up. Luckily, I have a pretty good sized porch that's set back a little bit, but I'm all the way back in the corner where when the wind has been blowing it in, it's not affecting it too much. So I was able to set up the comfy chairs. Yeah, they're all wet. But you can see my flower bed right here in front of the porch. Got sweet potato vine that's doing really well. I think I need a few more plants to be able to fill this whole area in. But it was my first time, so I thought I'd give it a try. I got green and purple. The purple it's doing its thing, but it's really not doing what the green has done. And I've got a really pretty, I think it would be an elephant ear. I haven't looked at the tag it, what it's called, but pink and green. Looks like an elephant ear plant. But it's doing really well. I was going to plant it today, but yep, I think I'm going to plant it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, even though it's past midnight. Yeah, I mean, this house was built back in the 70s. Um, if I'm able to, I would definitely redo all the concrete around here and make it where the water does not stand anywhere or puddle. I can't help the way it is now, but eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to change all that. Yeah, definitely. It sucks walking across the sidewalk right now with this little rock-filled flower bed. I can skip a lot of that. But normally I go out the back door. I park under the carport that's in front of the workshop. So I either go out the back door or the side door of the garage. And I don't know if you can hear the thunder, but that thunder is just peaceful as can be. It's funny, you swipe through the YouTube shorts, getting the live streams, everything else. And you get some stupid ass wannabe rapper. You get, I mean, you get all kinds of BS that just really doesn't matter to anything. And of course, I mean, thunderstorms don't matter to anybody, I guess, but I think I'd rather sit and watch and listen to a thunderstorm than somebody with their stupid ass rapping, seeing their fake ass gold, diamond encrusted grill, whatever, flashing a bunch of money that, well, most of their money's like ones. Sorry, I'm not ghetto. Live a nice, peaceful kind of country life. Yeah, it does, Gloomy. I wish the lightning was a little heavier more often, but I'm enjoying it. But yes, I definitely plan on redoing the porch or the sidewalk. and the concrete out in the driveway kind of help get rid of the water. I don't like the way it puddles up. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, like nasal passage, but the you can get your septum, like the very middle of your nose, pierced. I mean, plenty of people do that. You get your nostrils pierced on the side, and then your septum in the middle. So, I mean, that's not very uncommon, actually. And I'm a big hard rock, heavy metal listener, new metal, a lot of different genres, whatever they want to keep changing and adding to the metal. But I listen to a lot of the new stuff, listen to a lot of the old stuff, but I mean, the nose piercings, I mean, that's nothing new. So for people to comment on that, hell, I don't think anything about it anymore. Uh, Gloomy, I think I think I know who you're talking about because I've come across this guy that I don't know if his face is permanently tattooed as a clown or if he's just, if that's just makeup, but yeah, he's got the tattoos, he's got the piercings and everything. It might be that guy, but I'm not sure. But, I mean, people do just like stretching your ears. People stretch their septum, the middle of their nose. They stretch them. So they'll end up with a freaking 00 in there. I mean, that's huge. I have 10 gauge in my ear right now and in both ears, and that's not big at all. Big Matt, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. I'm pretty good, man. I finally got my ass out of the house on a Saturday night for a little bit. I didn't leave till about 10 after midnight. I knew the bars closed at 2, but I said, what the hell? I went to an area where there was a couple. Went to one, had one beer. Crowd died out. Wasn't really anybody there to even try to strike up a conversation with, other than one douchebag that. So when I got there, there was 2 girls, early 20s, sitting right next to me. You know, hell, I'm 45. One of them, beautiful. The other one, she's cute. But I just, I wasn't going to try hitting on them. Ended up in some conversation with them. But, it was just mild, regular. Oh, wow, that's some bright lightning. But they decided they were going to leave, and it dwindled down to where there was a few people in other parts of the seating areas, and one total douchebag who he tried hitting on the girls, or one girl, while the other one was gone to the bathroom. The other one came back, and they started talking. He was like, "Oh, am I interrupting?" And then they just shrugged him off. Like, he was wearing his hat backwards with it all tilted up and everything else. I mean, he looked like he was at the bar just trying to get laid. That's all he wanted. Me, I just went just to get out of the house and be around people. Because other than work, I don't have that. My social life sucks. Anyway, so dwindled down to just me and him at the bar, and I just said, screw it. I only had the one beer there. Tabbed out. Went to the other bar around the corner. Ended up running into some of my best friends but yet I don't hear from them. But ended up, they were right there sitting a little bit inside the door. So I got me a beer and hung out with them. Ended up having 2 beers while I was there and, hung out. They ended up leaving. I finished my beer. Ran into another old friend. Bullshitted a little bit. And then I came home. I was like, you know what? Let's go live while the storm's going. So that's where we're at. Sitting on the porch watching the storm. Matt, honestly, I don't think that dude would have he'd have looked at you, he'd have dwindled down to a freaking chihuahua just sitting there barking, thinking he was something. I mean, he really wasn't nothing. I mean, shit, I ain't nothing, but he was less than nothing than me, and I'd have been able to handle him. He would have looked at you and be like, okay, how you doing? I'm, so-and-so. Hi, Cindy. How are you doing? Thought you were doing deliveries. I was gonna pop in, but then I thought, sorry, I'm gonna do it a little live while the storm's going. See what people think about a middle of the night storm. Well, Matt, I mean, I'm 45 years old. I'll be 46 next weekend. So, yeah, my birthday is Father's Day, June 21st. Father's Day. So, and what's awesome is I switched weekends with Dom and his mom, with Dom's mom. So I will have Dom for the next weekend. And my plan is to take off the 22nd Monday also. So that way I'll have a good 4-day weekend. Because I'll be getting off this whole Juneteenth Friday. So I'm going to try to have me a 4-day weekend. Really good weekend with my son and my dad. And gonna enjoy it best I can. What? Oh shit, Matt! I'm only 3 days older than you. Hell yeah, that's awesome, brother. Happy birthday. Maybe we need to do a co-stream since we're so close on the birthdays. That's awesome. 24th of this month. My grandma's birthday was on the 20th. She died in 2020, 2 weeks after my mom died. And I got a cousin whose birthday is on June 19th. So, yep, a lot of birthdays kind of go close. So that's awesome. Yeah, y'all missed, I think you guys missed the majority of the heavy part of the storm. But I missed the majority of it because I was inside the bar when it happened. But I thought, what the hell, I'm gonna go live. You'll be 46 on the 24th. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can do something, do kind of a join collaborative live stream together. Co-stream, however that works. I'm trying to get back into live streaming, so I don't know how the whole thing works anymore, where you can join each other and you both get hours. What up, Sam? How you doing, buddy? May be able to do some kind of core, but you don't know for sure what everybody else has planned. Yeah, Matt, I don't know. All I know is I don't have a group of friends that give a shit enough to try to have a birthday party for me or do anything. Try to get me out or anything else, so I'll just be spending the day with my son. Maybe my dad. Grilling, cooking some food, hanging out. So we'll see. So we're going on being live for 30 minutes. We have not had a rain last this long. Quite some time, and it obviously came through pretty good before I came home, because I bought some elephant ears, or one elephant ear plant, when I was at Walmart the other day, yesterday actually, and it was on the porch. I haven't planted it yet, but I came home, it was blown over down into the flower bed. So, should have planted it today, but I ended up falling asleep on the couch. So yeah, the light you guys see, there is that security light out in the yard. So if you've never seen my front yard, my house is almost 200 feet off the main road. which is really nice because I hear people, but I don't. But got that light out there, and then I've got a light above the garage doors, which I have two separate garage doors. So I've got that light, which I have no ability to turn off. It's hardwired with a motion or a light sensor, and there is no switch to turn it off, so there's always light out here. It's good and it's bad, but I never turn the porch light on because I don't care, because that light over the garage is enough light. Yeah, maybe I'll grab the umbrella here in a minute and walk down the driveway and let y'all see how I see my house from the road at night. Might not be a good thing, but I mean, it's only a bad thing for the people who decide they want to try to, I don't know, stalk or whatever the hell. Now we got a good thunder going on right there. Sucker was rolling. So this thunderstorm warning is good until like 5:30 a.m., something like that. So hopefully the storm's going to be going for a while. Only bad thing is my house, I'm on satellite internet, and my satellite is completely 100% out because of this storm. I'm actually about to switch over to T-Mobile 5G home internet, and T-Mobile has a satellite not even a half mile from my house. So my internet should be freaking perfect, awesome at all times, and I should be able to connect regardless. I hate satellite internet. I hate it 100%. There's nothing good about it. I mean, if you live in the middle of nowhere, that's great, but I don't. What sucks is there's fiber between 1/2 and 1/3 of a mile from my house. But they decided they did not want to come on this stretch of the road to provide their fiber. So, until fiber comes through, the satellite has been canceled, but the person whose name is on it decided they wanted to wait until the day that I was getting billed, because my card and everything else is on file. They waited until the day that I got billed to call and cancel it. So I got screwed for another $113. Have to wait until July. Big Mac, you still in here? What you got going on here lately? Cindy, how'd your how'd your deliveries go tonight? Sam, how'd your, I don't know, hanging out watching Cindy's deliveries go? Yeah, where are you at, Sam? You're in East Colorado? That's crazy because we hear about storms happening up around Guyman, which is in the panhandle of Oklahoma. So, oh, you're northeast. Working in the shop, Big Matt says. I'm about to be working in my shop. Part of the problem is I have no 240, 220, 240 volt wired into the shop. So that kind of puts a damper on things. Yeah, Sam, I'm not familiar with Northeast Colorado. I mean, we would drive when we went up there. We would go through Amarillo, Texas, and then head straight up through Dalhart and all that. End up in around Pueblo and go straight up to Colorado Springs. So I'm not familiar with the whole northeast part. Ah. Truck going by. Basically Nebraska, yeah. I mean, hell. Last time I was in Nebraska, pretty much the only time I've ever been in Nebraska was when I had to go up to Montana or northwest Minnesota, and I decided to come back down through nice thunder roll. I decided to come back down to I-29, I think it was, down through North Dakota, South Dakota, and that comes down through Nebraska into Iowa. But that is about it. I've never been in the northeast Colorado. So it seems the storm has definitely tapered off. But I'm going to hope it carries on and does pretty well. The grass could use it. Sam, nope. I haven't. I've been an asshole. I've been stupid, and you know, that TIG welder is good for 110. So I keep thinking I need to get it out into the workshop, plug it into the 110, 120, whatever you want to call it, and at least start working with it, learning to use it. But I haven't. It's still sitting in the living room of the house. Once I'm able to get some things figured out, then hopefully I'll be able to put out some different content, including it. I've been really bad about a lot of things here lately. And just to be honest, wow, holy crap, that lightning. When you have major depression, when you're a person with major depression and all kinds of other issues that just weigh you down and fuck you up, you put things off. And even though there are things that you know that once you get going, once you get them going, once you're able to use them, do things with them, you know they're gonna just keep you going. But at the same time, you have those thoughts in your mind that just fucking ruin you. They stop you in your tracks, and you for some reason can't even do it. I don't know. I just I have so many ideas in my fucking head, but I can't get myself out there to do it. I don't know what it is. And it kills me every day. I look out there and I think to myself, why are you not out there? You got all these ideas for things that you could be making and doing, and you're not doing it. So, I don't. I come home from work, I get home at fucking 3:15. I got all the time in the world afterwards to be able to do stuff. And I come home and I veg out on the couch. And some days I'll pass out and take a nap for a few hours. Some of that might be alcohol induced, but I don't know. I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to get back where I have a drive for anything. Yeah, I know. That's why I got out of the house this evening. Fucking tired. So fucking tired of how my life is. I work, I come home from work and I sit at home. I do whatever around the house and then I fall asleep. I go to bed, whatever. Get up and I do the same thing, and then I end up on my weekend with Dom. So I get off work and I go pick him up, and then I spend my weekend with Dom. And I come back home after I drop him off at my dad's. And go to sleep, and the whole cycle revolves. I have jack shit for a fucking social life. I ran into a couple friends that have been some of my best friends for years. I ran into them at the bar when I went tonight. And Chad was like, I thought about texting you, but yeah. Like, you know what? I've texted them, invited them to do things. I text and call people. But I ain't got shit for anybody who gives a fuck. I really don't. And it doesn't make it any better when the fact that Dom has friends across the street. Their dad has my phone number. I got their dad's number. But it's always Dom having to go across the street to find out if they can play. They have never once come over here to see if Dom could play. You know, I can handle my own fucking bullshit. I can handle my own fucked up social life. But the fact that The fact that fucking parents and kids don't even give a fuck about my own 9-year-old son to want them to fucking play. Good night, Sam. Thanks for coming in. Alright, well, been live for 54 and a half minutes. Let me cut this off in an hour. Pretty sure the chat isn't going to pick up, so here in 5 minutes I'm going to end this. Go lay in bed. I don't have TV because I stream through the internet, and my internet is screwed because I have satellite internet, and it doesn't work because of the storm. So excuse me. There goes a cop. Okay, well, I've hit an hour. There's not a single person. Oh, wait. Got one person in the chat, but, yeah. Hit an hour. I'm going to go ahead and end this. Storm's still going, but, yep, nobody left. So it's 3:40 in the morning. I'm going to go to bed. Thank y'all for coming in. Have a good night. Bye.